Hello everybody, it's me, the Aesthetic Escapist, and I'm doing kind of something new today. I think I'm going to call it Tape Talks. Basically where I'm going to be doing something and talking to you about the future of the channel. So these are going to be kind of more long-form videos. So what I'm doing today is something that I've researched a little bit on, but I've never actually done myself, and that is trying to repair a snapped VHS tape. This was given to me by a friend of my girlfriend's, and if you take a look on this camera, and then I'll move it over here to the GoPro so you can see, there's no tape because it all got pulled in side here. The tape snapped, and yeah, I'll move it over here so you can probably get a better look at it, to where you can see it's all kind of spooled up back in there. And this is someone's baby movie, Mom and Me baby movie. So the whole reason I started doing this tape stuff on this channel was to actually preserve people's memories and history and kind of archive it so it's readily available for people to watch. So trying to save people's precious memories is a big part of why I do what I do. Also, sorry, my cat Stevie, you can't see her, but she's kind of running around with a stress ball on the floor right now. So sorry if she makes a lot of noise, but maybe she'll pop up with me sometime up here. So, first off, you take this little X-Acto knife, find the seam of the label here, and just slice here, because when I take this tape apart, this label is going to keep me from pulling it apart, so I just got to make a little incision on that so I can actually open up the tape. So, while I start doing this, I just going to talk about, what to do in the future for the channel. I mean, like, I've been posting on YouTube, a bunch of tapes I find out in the wild and ads and whatnot I find on tapes, because, obviously I can't post, actual, like, TV shows and movies I record, because that would be copyright infringement. But, oh, shoot. I just noticed there's a label on the side that I'll have to also cut. But I was just kind of thinking, like, would you guys want more of me doing stuff on the channel, not just posting archival stuff, but actually, like, talking about, hi Stevie, talking about certain types of tapes and whatnot, like have like, for example, like a video on line dancing tapes, because I find a ridiculous amount of tapes about line dancing, one of which is big band line dancing, and in that series, I think her name's Diane Horner, I think she's the host of those, where she has one about line dancing to hip-hop music, and I really want to find that one. But would you guys be interested in seeing, subject tapes, like workout tapes, line dancing tapes, do-it-yourself tapes, self-defense tapes? Would you guys be interested in seeing topics like that, or not? Okay, so next step, I got all the screws out. That's kind of the reason why I have this pink towel on the table. Not only to prevent me from scratching the table up, but also kind of make it easier for me to see these screws so I don't lose them getting a bright, big color like that. So sorry if it's hard in your eyes. Hang on, let me just check and make sure. Yep, the GoPro's still going. So we want to do, this is a little release lever here that opens up the little flip up there. So you want to push that in, pull that up, and then very carefully flip the tape over, set it down. Oops, some of my tools are in the way. And then you're just going to very carefully pull the top cover off. And it's okay now if the little flap lid goes down. You just want to be very careful. There's a little spring right here. You don't want that to pop out. And see if mine's kind of crooked, so I just need to be very careful, kind of try and force it to go back in place. Okay, I think that'll be good for now. Okay, so I initially see in here Oh, there's a little speck of mold in there. So this will have to be cleaned once I get it fixed, but it's dirty in here. I don't know if you can really see. But there's a little white speck of mold right there. And then you just got some dirtiness. So this will have to be cleaned up before it can actually play in a tape player. But so now I'm just gonna, sorry, I keep on scooching back. I need to move up so the GoPro can catch it. Yeah, come over here. I'm gonna pull this reel out just a little bit just to get a grip on this tape. And these two little rollers right here, the tape needs to kind of feed through that. So I'm just gonna kind of gently feed the already crunched up, ruined tape out. And so I'm guessing this must have been like the VCR ate the tape or something like that, because I mean, that's the most common way for this to happen. I'm just now trying to snug up the tape that's in there because it's all loose. They probably tried to pull the tape a little bit, and that's what got loosened up. Or, you know, it just got loosened up over time. Okay, now for the other side. Okay, and on this side, there's this little flap with the little roller here. The tape needs to go between the roller and the flap and then out around this roller right here. Okay, where's the end of this mangled tape? Okay, again, I'm gonna just pull out the reel a little bit just because there it is. I just need to find this end of it. And now see if I'm trying to turn it this way, it's locked. So I have to pull down this little flipper here. I don't really know what it's called, but I just call it the flipper to release the tape. Oh, well, this side's really mangled up. And I am not the most graceful when it comes to hand movements, so apologies if some of you know what you're doing when you come to do this and wince a little bit. Okay, so I got that threaded. Now we're just going to pull it out a bit, try to get to the end of the mangled section. Okay. So, I don't know if the GoPro is picking up on this, but just make sure. Oh. Shoot. That whole time I was pointing to the GoPro, and I guess it died at some point. We'll figure out in the edit when it died, but so now that it's running again, I don't know if it shows on the GoPro, but you'll see there's a dull side here of the tape and a shiny side here on the tape. The shiny side is the side that actually hits the video head when you're recording or viewing. And the dull side is the side that doesn't touch that. So when we use our Scotch tape, we're going to want to tape it only on the dull side. Otherwise, it'll be all funky. So unfortunately, with this damaged tape, we're going to have to clip some of it off. So we'll have to cut all of the wrinkled, mangled sections out, because if we don't do that, it could potentially get re-caught into the VCR, and then you can do more damage than good. So we're going to have to cut off these wrinkled sections, and we'll lose a little bit of the footage, and that is unfortunate, but I think it's more important that you save it, because I mean, otherwise you're not going to be able to play it regardless. So I think it's more important that it is saved in general. So I'm really glad Allie has some really sharp, good scissors, because you want some good, precise scissors for this, because we're going to be doing a lot more precise cutting here very soon. But it pains me to see this much tape having to be clipped out, but I mean, you have to, otherwise you're going to lose the whole tape. Okay, GoPro's still recording. Okay, hey, we're good. So, we're going to hit this little flipper down here again and just give us a little extra slack. Now I'm going to turn this around so it's facing me. Yeah, it's still recording. Good. Sorry, I'm a little paranoid now about that not recording. So, what we're going to do is take both ends of this tape and overlap them. And you're going to want to try and get them as lined up as humanly possible. And I'm trying not to overlap too much so we don't have to cut off too much more tape. But you want to take your scissors, once you got them lined up as close as you possibly can, take your scissors and cut a 45-degree angle. Now remove those two pieces of tape there. Okay, now you're going to take your Scotch tape. I'm just going to throw out that little section there because I don't want to get any hairs or any more dirt in there. Pull it out a little bit and lay it sticky side up. If I can get it off my fingers. So, now you want to take one side of the tape, go about halfway over the piece of Scotch tape with the dull side facing down onto the tape. We don't want the shiny side on because that's the part that the video head reads on. Now, the video that I saw recommended to me to do it this way, where you take this other side and you try to line it up, and then you just kind of pull it across right until you get to the end here. Oh, this is gonna probably take me a couple tries to actually get. Oh, come on. Again, if you've done this before, please do not judge me too harshly. This is my first time doing this. Okay, I think that's pretty close. Hopefully that'll be enough to actually get the job done. I mean, if not, I'll be here again. But now we want to take the scissors. You still recording, GoPro? Yeah, you are. And I'm going to do the bottom first because I think that's the, yeah. That's the side my finger's stuck to. And go right up to the edge of the tape. Oh, not quite there. Here. Okay. This part's going to be a lot trickier. Maybe if I very carefully use this X-Acto knife. I can like get like a good base of it cut. Because the hardest part is you want to make sure there's no like excess Scotch tape. Because if there is, it'll stick to the video head and then you'll have a whole new problem of it sticking and ripping. And that is not a good problem to have. I haven't experienced it myself and I don't want to experience it myself because that sounds like it really sucks. But I think we can get pretty dang close. Oh, look at that. Okay, we have a tiny bit of excess on this other side, so we're just going to try and clean this up a little bit without cutting the tape. Like the actual VHS tape, I mean, not the... Okay, that's good. Okay. Now we're just going to want to roll this back, rewind it, and there you go. It's in there, and it seems to be not coming apart. You can kind of see where it's at right there because there's just a little bit of a bulge. Hopefully it's fine, but yeah, I mean, I'll probably have to test this by putting it through my the VHS's life demold machine that I have. But I'm not going to do that in this video because that thing is very loud and you won't be able to hear me talk at all. But yeah, I mean, I hope this works. I'll try to give an update either on here or on my TikTok. But yeah, just let me know what you guys would want to see. Do you guys want to see more YouTube Reels or YouTube Shorts? It's Reels, Shorts, TikTok. Do you want to see more TikToks or like YouTube Shorts? Do you want to see more on the YouTube channel? Do you want to see more cut down content from the YouTube channel on TikTok? Yeah, just let me know down below what you guys want to see, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.